race did not depend on him. This race was not over with him. There was a finisher waiting for the baton. A finisher waiting for him to just put it in his hands. And he said to himself, if I could just get this baton to Billy, if I can just put it in his hands, he can and he will finish this race. Billy not only took the baton, Billy the anchor man, Billy the fastest man, Billy the finisher of the race. Billy caught the competition, he caught the opposition, he passed the opposition, he shut the competitive opposition down, he won the race, he set a statewide record that day, snatched a sweet victory from the ugliest certain jaws of defeat. Somebody's missing this. Touch your neighbor, say, you missing this? You missing this? Let me remind you of another winner, our winner, a winner who finished this race. In fact, he's called the finisher of the race. He set an unbreakable record one day on a Friday. He started off on the race, ran all the way through hell on Friday, ran all day Saturday early on Sunday morning, snatched the sweet victory from the ugly jaws of death. Look who's in the stand watching. Look who's in the stand waiting. We got a winner. We got an anchor, a finisher of our faith. Jesus is in the stand sitting at the right hand of God the Father. Look who's in the stand. Touch the neighbor on the other side. Say, you still missing this? You missing this? Touch your neighbor. Say, he's fitting to help you. The first leg of this race was run by Abraham, the lead-off man, the father of the faith. He was a great lead-off man, gave us a good lead. He lied on his wife, but God's grace enabled him to keep on running. Didn't know where he was going, but he kept on running. He gave us a good lead, and he passed the baton of faith on to the prophets. And the prophets ran the second leg of the race. Their allegiance was to God and not to government. They ran a good race that seemed incomparable. They opened up the lead, gave us a lead, but then the prophets handed the baton on to the church. Orthodox, Lutheranism, Calvinism, Anabaptists, Wesleyan Methodists, then they split from Anglicanism. The church got out of his lane. The church got to arguing. The church lost its lead. The Methodists split into AME, AMEZ, and CME. The Presbyterians split into Permanent Presbyterian, United Presbyterian. The Baptists split into 75 different Baptist denominations. And the Pentecostals split into so many denominations you can't even number them. The church split over how much water you use in baptism. The church split over the issue of tongues. The church split over the doctrine of the Holy Spirit. Some children ain't got enough water to drink, and we argue about how much water you use in baptism. The church split over the issue of slavery. And it ain't just white folks, y'all. I told you last night, the church split over the issue of complexion. High yellows over here, deep chocolates over there. The church split over music. No washboards allowed. This is St. John Methodist Episcopal Church, like Mother Bethel in Chicago. Now we'll have the church equipass like you had last night. For God's sake. Not that kind of thing. Now that's the bad news for tonight. But that ain't the only news for tonight. Guess what the good news is? The race ain't over yet. Look up ahead. Look in our lane, church. The good news is that we got a winner. We just running one leg of this race. Jesus is the finisher of the race. His name's not Billy, but he's a bridge over troubled water. His name's not Billy, but he's a burden bearer. His name is not Billy, but he's bread when I'm hungry. His name is not Billy, but he's the bright and morning star. If we can just put the baton in his hand, give it to Jesus, and let him finish it for us. And while we're running, I I want you to sing along with me, guide my feet while I run this race. Guide my feet while I run. Come on, Lord. Guide my feet while I run this. But I don't, 'cause I know to run.
Everybody, turn to somebody. We're going to make this quick. Look them in the eye, deep. I don't care how many years you've been sitting next to them in church.